Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Am I audible and visible? I welcome you all. This is Simran Priya and this is a channel named Simran Priya, and we will do here what we will be guiding each other towards a better world. Okay, so before starting my session, let me introduce myself first, and as you know, my name is Simran Priya and I have done my bachelor's, that is BA History Honors from University of Delhi, and my master's, that is MA History from University of Delhi itself. Now I have a 4 years of teaching experience. I have been a social educator, I have been an ex-educator at an academy, and now I am an educator at Carmel School. Okay, so as I can see now, people are saying yes, it has started and it is audible. So thank you so much for letting me know, and thank you so much all of you for joining. For joining the session. This is the virtual venture. What do we mean by virtual venture? Where you can see me and my presentation, and this is a venture where I have initiated this program. Now I have initiated my NGO a few years back, and this is just an extension of my NGO. It works with my NGO works with underprivileged children, and this channel will aim at the same. It will aim at providing basic and quality education to a larger audience so that we people can reach the larger audience. Okay. Moving on, the three pillars of belief. What are the three pillars that I believe on? It is educating, encouraging, and empowering. Now, educating, that is not that is a thing, that is a basic human right, and every human beings is need, and they just need this thing, and they must get this thing. So what we must do? I am aiming at educating every people. I am aiming also at encouraging. So we here at this platform, what we do, you encourage me and I encourage you. So we encourage them to dream and to be ambitious. So we both encourage each other to be ambitious and to dream higher. Now here we are also empowering people. So here we will give voice to. Now I will teach you how you must believe on yourself and you must have a voice. So we are empowering them to have a voice, and their opinion should be loud enough. Moving further, now you must be wondering that how I have began my program, how I have started my journey as a social educator. So this is how I began my journey. I began my journey as a summer camp where only 8 or 12 people started. There were only 8 or 12 children. Then we moved on, and Akash Anand was my co-initiator who helped me, who was a guiding hand with me, and he managed to get this hall. He managed to सबको इकट्ठे करने में उसने मुझे मदद की. He is doing MCom from Delhi University. Further, I used to invite people who were at that time summer camp था, so उस टाइम मैं लोगों को बुलाती थी, और जो भी लोग ऐसा अवेलेबल होते थे और बच्चों को पढ़ाने के लिए रेडी होते थे, so they used to come. He is Sahit Raj, my brother. He is a B.Tech and from IIT Raurkela, so he also joined us. Moving on, this is Richa Bhalotia. She has done a BCom from Kolkata University. She joined us, and she was with us all through the program, all through the summer camp. Moving on, she is Shweta Shah from MTech. She is doing MTech from IIT Bombay, and she says, I teach, hence I learn. So she came just for 1 week and she accompanied me to my program, and this is how we started. And she is Shrishti. She has done her BA from JNU in French Language, Literature and Cultural Studies, and her MA from Social Work in Women-Centric Practices from TIS Mumbai. And now she is working with Vacha. Okay, so these are the people who came along and helped me in this journey. So what we used to do, we used to hold 2 sessions daily. हम लोग रोज 2 sessions लेते थे daily of 3 hours, and this was the people, this was our family, and slowly, as you can see, from 8 people, we grew our family. Yes, and now we had this many people with us. Now, what was our motive or what we were aiming at? हमारा आखिर motive क्या था और हम किस चीज को aim कर रहे थे? Our motive was to give basic education. The basic education जो सारे boards lack कर रहे हैं. The education till 11th standard, 12th standard. That education was our motive, and to give it in a quality form, not just sitting there for 3 hours. That was not our motive. We were trying to give them quality education, and also our aim was to give them equal opportunity. As I believe that hum log, we privileged people, yeah, I'm sitting here, I was privileged to be born in a family where I could afford education, but there are some people who couldn't afford education, so we were trying to give them equal opportunity. अगर आप equal opportunity देते हो, फिर देखो किसे जॉब मिलती है, फिर देखो वो कितने आगे बढ़ते हैं. Moving on, during this pandemic, we all were affected. Now, we all know that during this pandemic, we all are affected, but who were affected the worst? These people, these children were affected the worst. Now, I try to provide them basic education, which is their absolute right to have. So there was some students who were from very small age, like 6, 7 age, and there were students till 11, 12. So we were sitting in 2 batches, and we were doing this. Further, as the lockdown happened, slowly after it was lifted, I followed the procedure of the lockdown, and they all came in. They were sitting. ऐसा ये एक सेलिब्रेशन है टीचर्स डे का, जिसमें अभी बच्चे साथ में बैठ गए हैं फॉर द फोटोशूट, बट इट वाज नॉट द केस, एंड दिस इज हाउ it went ahead. Now, I was trying to provide them the actual classroom environment and experiences. Now, these kids, they haven't heard of Johnny Johnny Yes Papa or Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. This is very shocking, right? हम लोग जब हम लोग बहुत छोटे ही होते हैं, घर से ही हम लोग को बताया जाता है कि Johnny Johnny Yes Papa, eating sugar no Papa, and these children were playing on the roads, and they did not know these basic poems. So I was one who were doing actions. मैं उन्हें एक्शन के साथ, उन्हें क्लासरूम एनवायरनमेंट देकर, उन्हें एक्शन के साथ पढ़ाती थी. So this was the case, and I'm telling you, it was not me who had the spark. It was these people who were bright enough, who were dedicated. Look, now they are painting diyas for the Diwali. Now they will celebrate Diwali with me, and it would be beautiful. I will be sharing you the pictures of Diwali. Now look at the pictures. They were creative, they were dedicated, and they were innovative. Now look at the diyas. You will see that each child has its own innovation. Each child was innovative in their own way. They had the beautiful thinking. And look how we are sitting there. I did not know how to make rangoli, but I was guiding them, and they were teaching me how to make rangoli. I was helping them. I was just a helping hand जो कहीं पे मैं भर रही थी. So I always say teaching is a give and take process. I have learned several things in the process itself. Now look at this picture, how beautiful it seems. Now, moving on, they just needed guidance and an equal opportunity. Like we people, we who sit in our schools and we can afford education, we can have online classes during this pandemic. अगर इन्हें भी वही opportunity दी जाए, तो क्या आपको लगता है they will not excel? Of course they will excel and they can go far beyond their capability. So I was just guiding them and was trying to give them equal opportunity. Moving on, this is how we celebrated Diwali. They came to my house, they decorated the rangoli, they made the diyas, and then they came to also light up the diyas. So this is what I'm aiming for. I'm aiming for guiding each other towards a better world. And this is how we can make a better world if I and you will come along and we will guide each other. I will tell you what I have learned from my experience, and you will correct me if I'm wrong, or you will share me your experience, and this will make our journey beautiful. Moving on, this was the first successful trip to Vikramshila, Bihar, India, and we went to this trip. Now, this trip was made possible because of these vlogs. Now, I would say both Akash, we had Nilesh Ranjan, we had my mother and my sister along. So these were the people who were extremely supportive when I say I and along with my friends, I funded the entire trip. We funded the entire trip and we went on. We enjoyed, we ate, we played, and we enjoyed. This was the first time when I was after a long time I was like playing on the field. दौड़ के हम लोग खेल रहे थे. And see, I'm explaining them the stupas. I am explaining them the stupas and see how they are so ready to explore the entire site of Vikramshila, and they were keen to know more. Okay, now moving on, this was the team that made the trip possible. We look at my sister, and I had my mother also here. We have Nilesh Ranjan with us, and we have Akash Anand, the co-initiator, with us. And this was the trip that was made a budget-friendly trip. हम लोगों ने ट्रेन ली, हम लोगों ने उसके बाद ऑटो ली, और हम लोगों ने एक बहुत ही कम किफायत बजट में हम लोगों ने उन्हें लंच कराया, हम लोगों ने ब्रेकफास्ट किया, हम लोगों ने टिकट्स ली, and we explored that site. We enjoyed that particular period a lot. Now this was an immensely successful trip to Vikramshila. Now this is how I have came here. Now this was my NGO and the work I have did. Now the channel that I have brought for you, this channel is both for the privileged one and the underprivileged one. It means it is for the masses. That is for you people. Through this channel, I am aiming at what? I am aiming at to reach the people, कि मैं ज्यादा से ज्यादा लोगों तक पहुंच पाऊं, और जो लोग अफोर्ड नहीं भी कर सकते हैं क्वालिटी एजुकेशन, I can teach them. I can be an incredible teacher if there is a support of yours. Okay, so what is my channel strategy? I will be presenting, the first and foremost channel strategy is I will be presenting you visual presentation. You will have a visual concept of the entire chapter. This will help you for a better understanding and a clearer concept. So your concept for the particular topic will be clear. Now second is my storytelling approach. Whenever I teach my subject, I have a storytelling approach that I connect that subject. हर डॉट्स को मिलाकर मैं खूबसूरत स्टोरी में उसे बता देती हूँ, जिससे आप लोगों को मेमोराइज करने में बहुत आसानी होती है. Okay, and my third is to make notes. Now, I will teach you how to make notes and the most important aspect of making notes. Not just in your class. आप लोग 6 में होगे, 7 में होगे, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So, सिर्फ यहाँ नहीं, आप graduation जाओ, masters करो, PhD करो, always you will need to make notes. So, I will be encouraging you for this habit of making notes, and I am assuring you are going to come up with flying colors. Now, my last is the questions related to the chapter. I will be discussing that. including the back exercises of the books that I will be discussing, plus the questions that can arise from in between, and the sample question paper. That is what kind of questions can come in an exam, or what kind of questions can be made from that chapter, I will be discussing in detail. So these are my 4 Brahma strategy for my channel. And with this, we have come to an end. Now, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you so much for showering your love. I hope आपका सपोर्ट ऐसा ही बना रहेगा, एंड आई होप आप लोग इतने ही काइंडली और पेशेंटली मेरे सेशंस को एंजॉय करोगे. नाउ आई विल बी स्टार्टिंग माय सेशन फ्रॉम टुडे itself. I will be coming up with Europe, that is the chapter 10 of class 7's history, geography. Geography. So I will be starting that chapter, and then I will be notifying you with what chapter I come in. So please do like, subscribe, and also comment if you like my video. And if you have any other strategy, any other plans, or you want me to discuss any topic, you name it, I got this. Now you name it कि आपको ताजमहल पे मैम एक सेशन चाहिए, I will bring a ताजमहल पे सेशन for you. You tell me आपको जहानारा पे चाहिए, I am going to bring that for you. So you name it and I got this. And this is a channel that will run with the support and with you. So this is not only my channel, this is going to be our channel. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining in. I will be soon be starting with my next segment. Till then, bye bye, take care.